226.
What do you need?
Oh my God, it's them. I gotta go.
Come on, go.
It's Hunter's family.
Okay, let's go ask them right to their face.
Let's go.
Right, we're on a public street. Who cares?
Right.
Fuck.
Hurry up.
Come on. Let's go. That's them. Let's go. Hi, Kitty. We've been everywhere looking for her. Everywhere looking for her.
So,
Hi, how are you guys?
it's Allyson.
Allyson, how are you?
That's-
God bless you. How are you?
Hunter's mom. How are you?
She's going through a lot.
I bet.
She's
I know.
going through a lot.
Well, we did talk to Dawn last night. But more importantly, more importantly, I will tell you this. We talked to their neighbors.
I don't have nothing good to say about it.
No, actually, they said a lot.
They said a lot.
They said a lot.
Oh my
And
gosh.
one of them said something very upsetting.
Listen, I tried to help the woman. Sherry, just stop. And,
You ain't gotta worry
come
about
on, you
talking
just
about
shut
how
up.
you-
You're
Yeah.
dead anyway.
What do you mean? Like, what do you
That's
try to
what
help the
Don
woman?
said.
Like what?
No.
Like
That's
not to
what
give
Don's
the kids
saying. That's what
alcohol and
people
drugs
on
and shit
the
like that.
She
Summer
gave
Love
Summer
thing
alcohol
said.
and drugs?
She said that you're really Sherry, that she's really
Really?
Leslie.
Did you see it?
And then I'm like, no, that's
When
not
she
the
do that?
case. And they're like, how do you know? Do you
When
know
I
this
first
kind of
met her.
family? Yeah,
When
but
you
it's
first
like over 20
But she
years.
had
Yeah, I know
puppies.
this family.
My kids are attached to dogs.
You watch all the
My,
stuff.
my
And
granddaughters
what happened with
are
Chris McDonough.
animal
Did you
lovers.
enjoy?
Yeah. I'm an animal lover. I saw your kitty right there, and it's like,
Yeah.
here, little cute, little cute.
Twisted that.
So she would give Summer, Candus would give Summer drugs and alcohol.
I know alcohol comes out.
Did-
She was
did-
gonna tip them on the bottle.
Did Don?
They wanna
Don
blame
gave
Hunter.
Don gave Candus drugs and alcohol
I honestly
too.
think that they,
My
you
goodness.
know, it's really basic.
The boys too?
One word,
Everybody.
you know how to make it something
Oh,
completely different.
excellent.
Can I ask you?
And I think that
Did-
that was the case. Is that
You think?
one
No,
word
no,
out
Brian.
made it something
Do you think
completely
Candus was, or Summer was sexually molested by anyway by the family? I mean, because we're hearing rumors. You do. By who? Don? Or
Probably your mother.
I know.
probably the
I
mother
watched
too,
it.
Candace. Wow.
Yeah.
So do
But
you
he
feel?
said- but this
What do you feel happened to her?
said that he wasn't going to put it on. It could be in TV or
Couple things,
Facebook.
like-
He did. Where she went and asked for a piece of
If
candy.
you sign something
The
saying that
grandmother
you
had
don't
just
believe
came
it
from the
was
doctor's
something
office
like
that day. Probably had the pills out, and Summer went and thought probably it was a piece of
I've
candy.
heard a lot of
in it.
negative things about Chris.
Oh, ate the pills. Ate the pills. Is that like the rumor going on like that?
One night.
And it was about 3 o'clock
At the
in
house, you
morning.
think she took that?
I came over at 2 a.m. to check on you guys, and you guys were home. Creek? They were sleeping. Yep, and then, whatchamacallit there, Jeffrey Dunham, he put my son's address right
Did you ever see Candace,
that's
the mom,
Yeah,
hit
that's crazy.
Summer?
No.
Who are you?
I'm Allison's brother. Oh, they
Oh, your brother?
Come and, I'm promoted.
Oh, your mother. Oh, what's your name?
Sherry.
Sherry. Yeah. How are you? Yeah.
They put it out there that I was there.
okay?
Who put it out there?
Candace and Donnie.
Can I ask you something? This is going to probably upset you, and I'm so sorry. That's not my intention whatsoever. It really isn't. You know, I just want to find out, you know, what your thoughts are. I hate even having to ask you this, but you know, with him going to the watering hole with Candace and her giving him alcohol, do you think that she did something with him?
No, I think with Candace.
You don't think so?
Wait a minute.
Her and her mother.
Candace was sexually probably did do something to Hunter.
No, she did not.
Bullshit.
bullshit. I seen it with my own eyes. There was signs there.
They-
There was signs there. I didn't like it. I warned them. I backed the fuck out. Yeah,
It was not
be in
sexual.
denial, but it truth hurts.
I think they
I
were.
want to
I think they were too because she gave them alcohol and shit, and the kid didn't know what was going on, and
Because that was the sentiments of the neighbors there, that she was a sexual deviant.
A neighbor.
And so that's the only reason. I didn't mean to upset you, Kim. I didn't. But that was the reason I was asking that.
it bothers me too. He's my grandson.
We all went, oh my God, like that.
Yeah.
Right at the car.
Who's your grandson?
Right up.
Hunter.
Oh, Hunter. Oh, yeah.
When
How's
she
Hunter
comes
doing?
down, she'll come back out and
And I
talk to
think
us.
she was.
How's Hunter doing?
I don't think she ever went to plant
He's
flowers.
really messed up.
I don't know. No one
Yeah.
could witness that she was up there planting
And it's-
flowers.
a lot of
I
it
think
has to
that
do
she
with them.
suffered a secondhand drowning.
I agree. I agree with you.
Like,
And
she
you know
got
what?
like a shower
Enough is
and
enough.
she
It's
was
been.
drowning. She
I'm
could've
sorry.
found
I
a
didn't.
rock
It makes me
Yeah.
mad.
and went
It
under
doesn't
to
take
try.
long.
It's been 6 months.
See, people
It's
think
been
that-
6 months,
this is
and
what people think.
And I
why?
think that baby
When somebody
is
goes
up there
under that
You do.
they are not under very long.
On the
It
land.
matters about how
Or
much
else
water
they
you get in your
They have
lungs.
access
Right,
to
and
the
you get
goddamn
water in your
counties
lungs
and
seconds.
dumps or whatever.
Where's that at?
I don't
You
know.
know, and
no
what's
idea.
to say she didn't hit her head?
What about that
How long
cemetery
did she
across the
before
street from
Hunter
them?
realized
You ever been in the house?
Why didn't
Yes.
Candus-
You been up there?
Yeah.
I
There were
very
certain
much
things I
believe
didn't like,
that
so I
these
just cut my
children were
ties.
unsupervised.
Like what? What didn't you like?
In
We're
lots of
giving the
places.
kids
We're
alcohol.
also told by
Yeah.
the same
All
neighbor
that.
that these children got a bath maybe once a week.
If
Is
you're
the house-
lucky.
is the-
If you're lucky. And the father would take the little girl in the shower and brought her downstairs to go to sleep one night naked, no diaper, no nothing.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like Ryan won't even give Addie a bath. Like
Yeah.
too many,
I'm sorry.
too
Yeah.
many things can be said
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
So like my daughter's father won't even give her a bath because
Yeah,
this
but
is
when
how-
I was
What's their
growing-
house
that's what I
look
tell
like
people. When I was
inside? Is it a
growing up,
mess?
You know,
It
nobody
was a
thought
mess.
anything of it, but with
Did
all
you
it
see
was
like
dirty. It was
what did you
nuisance.
see all over the
Now
place?
it's like you go a day without hearing
Clothes,
it.
garbage.
It's new.
Yeah.
Garbage on the floor and stuff.
Can somebody go get Kim?
How many
Sorry,
dogs- they got-
Sorry, I wasn't trying. I don't think she was out at it. Yeah, because she was out at
She
her
mad
mom.
at me.
Sherry, that's what she
Yeah, she was mad
I
at
just would
her.
like
But that's
some other
yeah,
question.
mother-daughter
Come
thing.
and
Don't
see
worry
her
about that.
house,
No, but they say they do it to her on her phone.
Who? Okay, let me ask you something. Do you believe
She was
the
at a
kidnapping
football
theory?
game watching her daughter cheerlead with her
No.
daughter's boyfriend. And
If
somebody
it
took a
was,
picture of her
who could have
posted on
kidnapped her?
Facebook,
Like,
she
I mean,
can't
do they have
be
any
happy
like
that her
enemies who?
daughter is cheerleading.
Probably, I don't know, but
Like she's
it-
supposed to stay inside that. Like
that's-
somebody.
But she has
No.
nothing to do with this. She's a.
It just doesn't make sense, right?
She's
Like a
hunted
kidnap.
around.
We went there and we saw all around Beach Creek up to Ben Hill, and it's that 11 acres there, up on top of the hill. How
They
could
got a lot
somebody?
of acres too.
Yeah, but how could somebody just come out of the middle of nowhere and say, "Hey, we're gonna go
How
kidnap"?
can the little girl, okay, the cellar, all right, in the basement,
Right.
go out
You know
the
what
door
I'm saying?
and somebody
My
kidnap
question
her?
is, and
First of all, you gotta go up a goddamn
We've seen
rickety
her
ass
planting
driveway.
flowers with her mom and her
You know, and all
Right, so I
that.
find it
Randomly
odd. I
came
find
back.
There's no way.
personally find it odd that they constantly go to that flower bed to justify why that was there, and it just kind of gives me the EBGBs. Yeah, EBGBs about it.
Yeah.
Would you mind going and getting Kim so we can just?
Allie.
Oh, is her name Allie?
Yeah, it's Allyson.
Allie.
I'm sorry. What did I call him? I'm sorry.
It was.
Well, hopefully, they're held accountable. I mean, it's sick of what you do to. You know, it's a child. Does a lot of people know about that around here? This case, like, is it talked about or just it is? We were.
Social media blew it all. Yeah, it's all over.
Has media came and talked to you at all? Did any media come talk to you?
Huh?
Any media come talk to you?
No,
No.
they talked to her.
Oh, they talked. What about police? Did police come there? They did. TBI? Or-
I don't know.
Oh, I can only imagine.
But you have to understand.
I know that,
And it's not Hunter's fault.
And Allie, you guys are victims too.
Allie,
I just want you to know that you guys are victims of this nonsense too. You don't deserve
what?
what's going on.
You know,
I know she's mad at me, Ma.
I'm Molly Golightly, and I have one of the biggest voices in the YouTube community. If there's anything that you want to say, please say it. Just say it now, and I promise that that message will be heard loud and clear.
Don
The
was on.
mother and grandmother knows where that baby is.
God
And
bless.
probably the father does too.
What were you gonna
Don
say?
was on YouTube the other night. I had a lady text message me on Facebook. She even went through some of my friends' list, and she got a hold of my sister in New York and everything.
Yeah, my son.
Don was on Facebook, and he said well, YouTube. And he said that my 12-year-old daughter even said her name and what we called her.
I heard it. Has a badass body.
Has a body from fucking hell.
Yes, we have that.
And
She's 12.
I do know for
Ziggy sent it to me. Ziggy
So
sent
so
it
when
to
you
me.
heard that, what happened? Like what was your thoughts when you heard that? You were like,
Fucking sick motherfucker, something needs to happen.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I mean, we
I-
can catch charges. That's it. Like, no grown ass man needs to be talking about a 12-year-old like that.
And I know that he also even gave Bear alcohol because he gave my grandkids alcohol and did something to him.
who?
Donnie.
Donnie did something to your grandkids? What did Donnie do to your grandkids?
Molested them probably.
When?
When we used to hang up there and they used to stay the night, but I stayed the night once up there, didn't like it and didn't. But the kids, I thought she was
Ma?
supposed to be with
Ma? I love you.
I heard that.
Was
I heard that.
did you see bruises on them or on your?
They had bruises, but they said that the kids were always fooling around.
But yeah.
But Don, you're saying Don Wells gave your grandkids alcohol?
That's what the little one says.
That's what what's your little one's name?
Michelle.
Michelle. How old is Michelle?
She's 9 now.
She's not. When was this? How old was she then? How old was she
What
then?
about, you said about,
7, 8.
yeah.
7 or 8,
You have a
and
five-year-old
she
daughter.
said that Don
Yeah,
gave her
the
alcohol.
mental-
I don't have
Oh
a
my
5-year-old
gosh.
daughter.
It's my
God.
great
But when
she has
CPS
custody
went to
of.
go and
That is in a mental institution, and she's been there since March.
oh yeah, she ain't getting out anytime soon.
But
either.
when Jeremy said
What about-
he put
did
my
Don give
address
him
on
drugs, you
on
think?
YouTube Live,
Probably.
What kind of drugs? Like what would it be? Like,
I have to sit on the porch.
I know
well,
weed.
Not now, but in
Huh?
the summer.
I don't know
and
if it's
watch.
the other shit that they smoke.
what about
All these
who's her
people
name?
go
Grandis?
over there.
Mother?
Candace.
No. What about the mother? Her mother?
Her mother's name was Candace
They
too.
Did you ever
sit
meet
over
her?
there
Yeah, I
and
don't
watch.
like her.
my
Why?
kids
This
can't even
house.
have a life. Like,
You see her do drugs ever? Drink?
No, she just popping pills. Her
So you're
pills.
being
Popping
harassed.
pills.
Just
Did you ever
because
see
you're on
her hit any children?
She
I don't-
my son was
threatened
in school. He was getting
that if they
harassed
didn't
every day
listen,
from
she
kids
was
in
gonna
school.
whoop
So
their
locals
ass.
are harassing.
But I
And
heard
you
that
me
she
into
did hit him.
Oh, she did. Who'd you hear that from?
The kid, her kid,
I don't get on
Her kids?
Like,
Oh, her kids. Wow.
my kid.
But I just
Think
felt
she-
like
you
guys
think
know,
she
you
was
guys
part
are
of this?
victims
Like she
this
covered up or
nonsense, too,
something?
and, you know,
I think she
we
was
do
involved
care
with
about you guys,
something
you
happened.
know? And we're
Yeah.
sorry everything's going.
The mother, the
going on.
grandmother.
It's not fair.
I
It's
think
That
just-
little
probably-
girl is buried on their property.
that's what
I
we've been saying,
swear to
too.
God
Guys,
that
I'm telling you guys, we're all on the same page.
why else won't
Allie.
anyone? Why won't they let any authorities on
How
my
many-
property to search?
don't they owe
If
like
it was my
40
kid,
acres?
I'd be like, have at it, people.
Yeah. If you got nothing to
Matter of
hide,
fact, he put no trespassing signs all over the trees
Yeah.
around the house. Oh, this is under surveillance, on trespassing. No one can come on my property. He doesn't even want packages going up to his thing. He has a drum at the as a driveway at 110.
Garbage.
Yeah, and he doesn't want anybody.
Allowed to leave state.
Yeah.
Yeah. and
Why
Under
was she
federal
allowed?
criminal investigation.
The grandmother
they're
left
not
state.
allowed to- None of them are allowed.
Who?
to-
She was
I
in
didn't know she
Michigan.
wasn't allowed, but I remember she took off because she didn't want to answer questions because she's been through
Then
this
she came
before.
back.
Candace's
Yeah.
mother, Candace.
And
With
her
mother.
daughter,
Grandis.
Rosemary Bly,
That's what they call her, Grandis.
Candace's sister,
Went missing.
went missing. And I know where that girl's buried because they told me a story one night that where they used to live, it was a cement driveway. Her kids were 3 and 4 and said, Mommy's there, Mommy's there. Why didn't they ever went
Where would that be?
with
Like, where was that at?
Wisconsin or whatever.
In
Wisconsin.
Yeah,
That's probably why
wherever.
she's gone from Wisconsin.
Kansas got really drunk one night and said, my sister was supposed to meet someone at a bar, her friend, and
Yep.
she never made it. That's what she said. And she
Who
cursed
who
me
would
out.
have been responsible for her sister's death? The mom or Candace?
Both probably. Or Candace anyway, because I know Candace didn't
Which
get
one?
involved. The daughter.
Okay.
Do you think CPS should ever put the boys back in that house?
No, not at all. Please, no.
No. I appreciate your passion because
No.
it seems like you know, and you know.
Those kids come here in the summer before summer died. They're filthy, and so is the mother.
They didn't.
The
They didn't ever
littlest
cook
one,
dinner.
Randy.
They always ate frozen pizza and whatever else.
The little one, Waylon, he showed up here and he had a 3rd-degree burn. On
What?
his
Oh
arm.
wait a minute. Yeah, on a wood stove down there in the basement. She showed me that
Not here.
he
Yeah,
got
I
burnt,
haven't
never
drove
took
down
him
the
to the
basement where
hospital.
Candace or Summer
Was
slept?
missing, yeah.
Where they all slept. The
They
boys
all
and-
slept down there.
She
All
had
the
them
kids slept
there.
down in that
there.
basement?
The
All in
ba-
one room?
Yeah.
Summer slept with mommy and daddy in the bed.
They didn't even have a door on the bathroom.
No.
Now they do because
No.
welfare says she has to have one.
They sectioned that whole part off.
Yeah, they sectioned that off.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
'Cause
was
we
like,
went up
Chris
there-
Chris, whatever his name is, there. When he did her interview with her, she took him through her nasty house.
Because when she got her taxes, she came down to my house and wanted me to go out with her. So I went and I said, she wanted us to go up and visit, but the kids wanted to see the dogs. And so I only did it for the kids' sake, and that's when she had the bathroom petitioned off. But
Still can't.
It's sad. It's sad, and we want answers. I mean,
I
we
know.
want answers. We want to find
I want
her.
answers. I want to know what happened to her.
Yeah.
We wanna know.
Because she was
The
over here and you guys loved
mother
her. And
and
we
the
loved her like she
grandmother
was our
could
own.
tell.
Yeah.
They
I
should
tried
grill
to
on
help with the
people.
kids
I'm
and
sorry.
everything.
Yeah.
I let them spend the night
Mine's
at
her
my house,
oldest.
gave them a fully cooked meal. They would
They
take
love her
showers.
like their own little sister. Like,
TBI speak to you?
Yeah.
What'd they say? Like, what were they asking?
They
just went over the.
Did that day or what happened?
Yeah.
They
Before.
wouldn't tell us anything.
They
but
weren't tell us
thought-
nothing, but
How many TBI came?
the first time it was.
Bobby was here.
Well, that was later on that night. That was.
Bobby's a
let's
police guy.
see, the first time they came over, there was 2, and then I got another phone call, and they came back.
Yeah, that was late.
No, that was when I was getting ready to go to work. Remember? Leslie was here. She had to leave to go to work. And they were gonna point me for that day, and she said, "Don't you dare." And then I was gonna go to work. Mom was gonna bring me, and late, and they came back.
And then that guy that tried to kidnap Hunter.
Yep.
Who tried to
What?
kidnap
Kidnap?
Hunter?
Jeremy Duggan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
He
from
worked with
Alabama.
bikers against. No, Georgia. He
Georgia.
Bikers against trafficking, human trafficking.
Yeah.
and
Creeper.
child abuse. And
So why did he try to kidnap Hunter?
Hunter's father had reached out to him, I guess, and was concerned for my son's safety.
Because of this Wells incident.
But he didn't care until
It's freezing out here.
there was a reward out for Summer. And then him and Jeremy came up with an idea to come up and get Hunter. And I was at the football field when I read it on Facebook, plain as day. Jeremy Duggan left the thing saying that his name and everything. He had a transfer order to transfer my child from Tennessee to New York. I panicked. I went to the police department. They told me if anyone shows up, call them. They'd be right over.
Now they
Well,
own
no one
like
showed up
40
that night.
acres of land.
So I went to work. Grandma was here with the kids.
11.2.
Well, I think there's more than that.
Grandma was here with the kids.
One time she said that
I'm on my lunch break.
they owned over
And I
like
get
30
my phone's going blast.
acres of land.
Listed.
We
I
went
mean,
on a
listed.
couple
I
different
got
parts
people
where they
calling-
used to ride the boys used to ride
Hunter
the
just
dirt
sent me a
bikes.
snapshot of this. They're on their way.
And there's a
they're
lot
on
of
their
wood.
way.
There's a big
I
old
didn't even
garage
clock out
down there.
from work.
now.
I said, I got a family emergency. Bye.
What about that shed at the
And
bottom of their hill? What is
Called
that?
Grandma up. So listen,
They-
someone's coming to get you and
At
Hunter.
the bottom of the hill. I've never
In the
been in
car.
that one.
The beach hill right there.
But
Where,
if you go down the road a little bit,
That's
And I
gotta
said-
be nerve-wracking for you guys.
that's where they used to ride the dirt bikes, the
Like I
boys.
said, I'd sit
And
on
there's
the
a
porch.
garage there,
I
and
didn't
there was
care
like
about the housework. I'd
old-
sit on the porch.
an old
Anybody
vehicle in
comes
there.
near
It was just,
you know.
And so
and the kids would wander off and
We
go
all
play
met
in the
at the
water
secret
in the
location.
creek.
first I
The
went
back.
to the Kingsport City Police Department. Told everyone there. They said we don't want to know where anyone's at because you don't know who's watching or nothing. I said, all right. They said if they show up, because we told them not to show up because they called them. Told them they were coming. That we were gonna. That they would get in trouble. So me and Leslie came here. We changed clothes because we were gonna go swimming. And the cops wanted us to check out the area. We came here and got ready. Back then I'm on the phone telling everyone stay put. And 5 seconds later, the white truck from Georgia showed up. They beat their horn. They wanted my son to climb out his bedroom window, leave some of his stuff on the side of the house, and get in the car and leave with them. They're gonna bring him to his father's. No. He ain't taking my kid nowhere. Me, Leslie, and her husband met Jeremy Duncan right here on my porch, toe to toe. And that was not nice.
So they actually made contact with your son without your knowledge.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And convinced him to meet them?
No, he
Tried
was
to.
scared.
Oh, and
He
he let
was
you know?
scared, yeah.
Oh yeah, he let everyone know. He was taking screenshots of everything. He gave us all of his online information and
Wow.
If you guys had a message for Don Wells, what would it be? Say.
Keep your mouth shut about Bear. That's what we call her, and that's what he called her. Keep your mouth. That's got nothing
You're gonna
to do
pay for what you did to not only your kids, but ours as well.
And what's the message? If you have a message for Candus Wells,
Same thing.
Listen, she was on Dr. Phil and
What did
walked
you
off
think
the
of that
stage.
interview?
That
We talked to the
interview pissed me
people.
off.
We talked to the people at City Hall, and they asked us. They're like, "What did you think of that cornbread mafia?" Have you ever heard of that?
no.
No,
Oh, okay.
never.
All right. Good.
She knows. She knows. That's why she walked off the stage. She
I feel like
knows.
I'm being interrogated all over again.
Let me
I
ask
know.
you, if Hunter was missing, and which you know that if a child's missing, you're going to get interrogated. But if your child was missing, would you give a damn?
If they came in and looked and searched your property, hell no. Go
Would
ahead.
you give a damn?
Tear it up,
whether you
right?
felt
Tear it
bad
up.
Tear it
or
up.
not, if
Tear it up.
If it resulted in finding your
No,
child?
because I've had a missing kid before.
Yeah.
My 17-year-old, well, she will be 17 in a few days. She was 12.
She was 12,
She got in with the wrong group of kids. She had an older boyfriend.
and he was controlling and,
And
like,
she kept running
it was
off with
horrible.
him. Every time she ran off, whether she was in state's custody or not, I was out here beating that pavement day in, day out.
Me
Yep,
too.
She
Exactly.
was.
I missed a whole week
And
from
she would run
work
from
looking for her.
places, the lockup
And I
centers and
didn't care
everything.
where
She called
was.
me.
When I found out where she was, I went banging on the chick's door.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then everybody else.
Why do you feel like have you just had it with Candace? Like, do you feel like she's ruined your life in a way, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Really?
see, Mom had a falling out.
I fell out. I warned her not
Mom
to go up
stopped being
there.
friends
I
with her and
asked her not to.
I gave her the benefit of the doubt.
Begged her.
I know how
I
it is not
begged
having
my
no
daughter,
one
and we got in a fight.
And I really
We didn't
tried
even
being
talk to
there
each
for
other.
her. But she crossed the line. I had money that started coming up missing and everything. And me, I'm the type of person, I have to do it myself. I'm not going to sit here and listen to people and what they say about others, this, that, and the third, because I know how it is.
But you get that from me.
Did Candus ever cheat on Don Wells?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
With who? Like
Yes.
who?
Oh my God! Who's
Name
that
'em.
guy that she made?
One day she met a guy down here at the Shell station.
Invited him to go
Oh my
fishing
God.
and
Took
swimming
him-
with us.
Took him swimming with us because she felt sorry for him.
And then
Bought him everything. Brought him up to her house.
told Donnie that it was
Told
my
Donnie
friend.
that it was her friend.
And I told Donnie that it wasn't my
And they
friend.
tried saying it was. No, I'm like, nope.
And what happened?
I guess so. The guy
He
stayed there
the-
for a couple
He stayed
days.
there for a couple days, and then Donnie got sick of him because all the guy did was talk shit. And
Didn't know anything
dropped
about
him
work.
off, and
What was his name?
I don't even remember that guy.
I don't know, but he used to work up.
Was he a younger guy? Like, is
Yeah.
he an older guy?
He's probably in his 30s, if that.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Maybe 40s. 'cause
I
the
think he
family
was in
comes
his
all the
30s.
time.
Let me ask
You know any other times? Any
Yeah,
other
any
times?
Yeah, with
Yeah,
Jose.
with her boyfriend,
With
My
your boy,
ex-boyfriend, Jose.
ex-boyfriend.
Jose. Oh, Jose was your ex-boyfriend. We've
Well-
heard about that guy's name.
Yeah.
Jose
He
was.
was supposed to be my boyfriend.
Is that the one where Candace Don threatened and then
Yeah.
it
Yes.
created?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your ex-boyfriend? I did
Well,
not know
see,
that.
he came up with Hunter's father, so they were all going to stay up to Candace's.
And me and him, we started clicking, and
And
So-
they got
so what-
Together. Wait a minute, and they got
we
together.
got together. So Candace was drunk and jealous and started being all over him, and I'm like, you know what?
No, you and her had an argument.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you come home, and His Royal Highness stayed up there with your kids.
Yes.
And
She
we
wanted
had
to bring the
get
kids back.
sheriff.
Yeah, I had to call the sheriff's department to go up there and get my kids because that morning she threatened to blow my head off.
Oh.
And-
Candace did?
Yeah.
She threatened to blow your head
Because
off?
I told her mother came in because she had to bring me to work. Candace and her mom got in an argument over Jose.
Because Candace's mother wanted Jose
Because
too.
Candace's
Oh,
mom
my
wanted Jose.
goodness.
Yes.
Yeah, because there was nothing.
And he politely told her where to go.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Are you with Jose anymore?
Hell no.
What's Jose's last name?
I don't even remember.
Where's he from?
Tiffany remembers. We talked about this like a while
So did you
back.
call the police here on them when she threatened to blow your head off, or did you call the
No,
police?
I went to work and I gave her till. I went to work and I gave her till 11 o'clock. Gave her mom gas money to bring my kids back to my mother or my grandmother's. They didn't. And said, all right, now we're gonna play. You want to play games? I called Kingsport City Police Department. They told me how to call Sullivan County Sheriff's Department. Called Sullivan County. They told me how to call Hawkins County. So I had to go meet Hawkins County up at the church, and they had to go up and get with my mother and get the kids.
So you did make a police report.
Yeah,
No.
Well, I don't know.
You called them. Then.
Sullivan County or whatever
Yeah.
county they were.
When was this? When
there.
did this happen?
September.
About a year ago now.
Oh, a year ago. Okay.
Let me ask you, like you were just saying just a little bit ago that, if your child was missing, you'd be beating the pavement. How often has Candace and Don went out searching for their daughter that you guys know about?
I don't. All I know is about the times like I know they were down here in the summertime parade because we almost hit Candace on the way to work.
They,
What do you mean?
With the car?
but they never had any pictures of.
What, was she unattended or
She was probably
something?
drunk. No.
No, they were walking in the parade and she was walking and she was walking in front of me.
But yeah, but how often have you heard of them actually going out, passing out
None.
flyers, asking
None.
questions,
She
finding
was-
out?
They never had
That's
pictures in
They
the
were
beginning
holding
of her.
a prayer vigil over here in Borden Park somewhere.
Yes,
Like
because
once
me
a
and
week.
True were up there at a birthday party.
Okay, so they were just holding visuals. They weren't
Yeah.
actually looking
weren't
for her.
searching.
I haven't seen anything about them out here looking for that baby.
The night that
What about the church they go to? That
Ooh,
seventh
they
day.
locked us out.
Yeah. What about that
We
seventh
were
day
there
event
today.
to
I don't
church?
know about that church.
They didn't let us
I don't know
the
nothing
night
about
that
church.
she went missing, she
Because the
called
one time I hung out with her,
Candace
she never
called
said
me up
anything about
about
church.
So they weren't really holy
1 o'clock in the
when you were
morning
around
or
them.
something like
It
that.
seems like an
I
act.
said, Sherry, she's gone. I go,
It seems
what?
like an
What are
act.
you talking
And I was
about,
up there for
Candace?
most of the
You're
summer.
drunk. She goes,
So they weren't
Summer's
regular
gone.
parishioners at the
She's
church. They
missing.
went
She
once
walked
in a
out of the
while,
house.
but
These
definitely
people
not
said,
regular.
what the hell?
Sorry.
She said she walked out of the house. Summer walked out of the house.
Pulled us
Whoa, she
aside
didn't say
and
somebody
talked
took her
to
out of
us
the
and
house.
said,
She
"You
said
have
she
to
walked
realize
out of
this
the
is
house."
people are
She walked out of the
evil,
house. That's what Candace
disgusting,
told you
even
that
more
night,
violent.
1 in the
On the
morning.
phone.
They could
Yeah.
hear
What else she
screaming.
said?
Screaming regularly.
That was about it
Is
because
that
I
the
hung up
people
on
up
her.
on the hill?
you
Yes,
hung up on
Don
her.
beat the hell
So
out
she
of her
said
on YouTube.
Summer
He was on
walked
live.
out of the house.
That was you.
Yeah, she goes,
Well, I didn't
she
see
was
him do
downstairs
it.
in the
She said,
basement.
"They
She
just
opened
saw
up the
you."
door
Yeah, remember he cursed
and
me
just
out? That
walked
was because I
out.
asked him when's Summer's birthday. That was
That
me.
was you.
That's
Interesting.
me. That was me.
Interesting.
That was your YouTube channel.
I'm bullhorn Betty.
Would you like to come on their channels and speak sometime, exchange information?
Oh, you're not
you should get
supposed
your
to?
We were
message
told
out.
we're not even supposed to talk to you.
Oh,
Oh.
gotcha.
Really?
Oh,
Well,
It would be nice. Maybe once this all wraps up, you guys can, because you guys are victims
You
too.
guys were really
Once
nice.
it all ends, my statements will be heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
do you expect it to be end soon?
No.
No.
I don't
Why?
know.
They know where her body is, and it's
If they don't let anybody up on the property, then that means she's probably
They're
good
hiding
to. She's
something.
up there. And
So
they're trying to
they
cover
stopped
up
all
where
law
the
enforcement
bones are
from going
gone
up there and
too,
doing
where
any more
there's
searches?
nothing, you know.
Now I know there
Watch
was.
the
their
shows
property.
you are.
I mean, and
I
right up
know-
around their house.
I know last week
They had a
search team out there for 2 or 3 days.
Yes.
two.
But
Yeah.
was it on their property or was
I
it?
think it was by their property.
Yeah, the brush, the high brush.
The high
I
brush.
was
But it
like-
wasn't on their property because
No, it was by it.
like behind it, because the brush that they couldn't get to before.
Because of that.
I have
Somebody-
There
to
was a
say,
river too or something.
Yeah.
because I'll regret it if I don't say it. You seem to really, your intuition is on spot. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
I like the way you talk. I like the way you speak. It's very,
refreshing.
you know, there's no filter. What do you honestly think of the grandmother? Because the
The
grandmother,
grandmother, she's an
Sherry,
old brat.
she asked me. I don't like the woman.
did she give you a creepy vibe?
Yes, because she wanted Allie to be her daughter because her daughter was dead. She was trying to edge her away from me. Now, she's my oldest grandchild, you know. And we've always been close.
She did draw a wedge between me and Ellie, but I never, like,
But it sounded like
you know, I was there for Ellie.
So let me ask you something. Do you think Don Wells went to work? Did he go to work that day?
We don't know. We don't know.
You don't know.
No, for sure.
She came here,
In the morning.
picked up Hunter about 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And these were her words. We're going to go fishing. I want to take Summer fishing.
Not the boys.
Not the boys. No boys were with her.
Just the stupid grandmother.
Grandma's in the hospital because the boys were in Gatlinburg and the boys kicked her in her bad knee.
Oh, she has an iron knee or something. You know what I'm saying.
She had knee replacement.
A bum knee, yeah.
Yeah. And, I'm like, sorry, it's
She
just,
had all that medication.
it's just Hunter and Summer,
really.
What's
Yeah.
going
She
to happen?
had
They're
all
going to a
that
public place to
medication
go
from the
fishing.
hospital that they
That's like
picked
his
up
little
after.
sister. Just because me and Candace had issues doesn't mean I'm going to stop the kids from seeing one another. It's stupid. So they dropped Hunter back off here at 2:30. They're parked right in front of that telephone pole.
With this pole
Yep, facing this way.
facing which way?
This way.
This way. Oh,
The
interesting.
way she always did.
Like she owns the road.
At 2:30,
Okay.
At 2:30 p.m.
and then that's it.
What
But
was
you
your
don't know. She never said that. You don't know if Don actually went to work that day or not.
What was your reaction when you found out Summer is officially missing?
I thought it was. I thought she
Okay.
was lying to me because I thought she was drunk, and I told her that, and she
I
goes, "No,
was at
she's
the
gone."
football field.
Sharon, she asked her.
I was at the football field. My phone was dead. It was in Leslie's van charging. So my son called Leslie's phone. I said, Mom's got to call Candace. Summer's missing. I said, stop playing with me. She's just pulling my leg to get me to talk to her. And then, it's just like, and so we got in the van after football practice. We went to the cookout. Was ordering everybody food. Got on my phone, and plain as day was the emergency child alert on Facebook from Hawkins County Emergency Services. I said, holy shit, she's really missing.
That's when you called me,
I called my mother. I said, check this. I said, Summer's missing.
and I
What?
said, "No, you're bullshit."
I said, yeah, it's on Facebook. So then I hung up the phone with her.
"Oh,
I called Candace.
Yeah.
She didn't answer. So I tried calling her on Facebook. No answer. Tried calling her on Snapchat. She didn't answer. Used my daughter's Snapchat. Didn't answer. Came here. She called us back. No shed of tears, no nothing. I said, what's wrong? She goes, Summer's missing. I go, what do you mean this?
Summer's gone.
Summer's gone. I said, what
Yeah,
do you mean
I said-
Summer's gone? Like, I started interrogating her. I said, what do you mean? I just seen you guys at 2:30 when you dropped Hunter off. What happened in between? Well, we came home and we planted flowers on the side of the house, and Mom was in her trailer. Summer wanted a piece of candy, so she went into Mom's trailer. Mom gave her a piece of candy. Summer wanted to go into the house and play with the boys, so I watched her go into the house to play with the boys. I went in the camper to fix Mom's bandage on her knee.
And then she went over to the
Then she went back
So
to
then
the
she went
house.
back, she goes, I went back over to the house, asked the boys if they seen Summer. They said she was downstairs in the basement playing. I said, did you look in the basement? Yeah, I tore it apart. I said, was the door shut, locked? Was it open? Because that door always stayed shut and locked.
Yeah.
And there used to be a couch in front of it. She goes, she's gone. What do you mean she's gone?
What was her? What was she? Was she crying?
No.
No.
She didn't shed a tear.
No tear.
Not one tear.
No, she faced.
She wasn't hysterical. She was just
No.
calm.
She
Did
called
you
me on the
actually
phone.
see
I seen
Summer
her
in the
face. She
car?
wasn't crying.
When they pulled up, yeah, she was
So you saw her.
She did.
Was she alive?
She was sleeping, but it was hot out that
She
day.
was sleeping.
They had the windows rolled up. It was hot
The
out.
windows were rolled up, and I wanted to give her a hug,
No
and she
air
said I couldn't give
conditioning.
her a hug.
So right there,
Is that suspicious to you?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because,
I
you heard of secondary
I
drowning,
said I
right?
always hug
Yeah.
this baby. whenever she
Whether
heard my
she's
name.
sleeping or not.
Secondary
Yeah,
drowning,
Wake up.
which
She'll
is
wake
what,
up and
like,
cry in my arms.
Where you swallow
She'd
so
be
much
able to
water and then
run
later
around
on,
my
if you
house.
don't get it all or something. I don't know.
She
So you're-
loved a lot of outside people that were. She was clinging onto.
Did Hunter say like anything was going on in the car? Like she was? Did you ask him?
He wouldn't
Like, was
talk.
she alive? Was she awake?
He wasn't in the right state of mind when he came back, Ellie.
He wasn't talking. Like,
No.
I asked him how it was. He said fine. And then I didn't know anything about the alcohol at that time. His girlfriend's mom picked him up about 3:30, 4 o'clock. And when she came back with him, she goes, I got something to tell you. Hunter's got something to tell you. I'm like, what? He goes, Candus gave me alcohol.
And those puff.
That day,
Yes.
Yes.
And puff bars
Puff
at
bars.
the.
swimming hole.
Yep. I said, what?
What kind of alcohol?
It was Twisted Teas.
What are puff bars?
They are a nicotine type of vape.
Why would she do that?
Yeah, they,
Why not?
and the kids all like it.
All the kids do them around here, like.
So is it possible Hunter was under the influence
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
I believe so. I really do.
and really didn't know if
when he showed
Candace
up here?
or if
She said that he was like
He-
not himself.
He was not himself. I knew
was
something was
quiet.
wrong.
You did.
And he will not talk. He's scared shitless. Maybe they threatened him because I know them to threaten kids because
And
they
later
threaten my
on-
grandkids.
Listen, Sherry, she's
Later on that night, Hunter shut down, and I didn't even know anything. And he had texted his girlfriend something. Her mom called me. I spazzed. Hunter was not himself. I called him a friend of mine because Grandma was home.
Yeah, Sherry had come get me.
Yep.
I had to put my dirty clothes back
Oh my
on.
God! Even you're almost in tears.
And I said, what's wrong? He wouldn't talk to me. He wouldn't come out of it or nothing. He was just sitting there rocking back and forth. My homegirl had to come. And we had all we could do to get him out of that house, out of his room, and sit him at this table. I had to call TVI back up. You think he was traumatized? Oh,
Yeah,
Something
definitely.
happened at that
I
water
think-
hole that he
I
saw.
think he sobered up, or whatever you want to
Don't
call
know
it,
that.
and
We will not
remembered
talk about
something.
it.
Maybe she did drown there. Maybe she did.
He will not talk about it.
But he will not talk about it. He wasn't the
That's
same when he came
pretty
back.
bad in and of itself.
I'm sorry.
You know that.
I'm sorry.
And I
alright.
get in trouble because he refused to go to school. Candace had received a phone call that day in the car.
No. Candace. Yeah. What you saying?
Oh, the day after he was interrogated, we were interrogated by the TBI. Candace had walls to show up in the house. With her grandmother, well, with her mother. I'm in the bathroom, so I can't come to my son's rescue unless I take the toilet with me. And I said, Hunter, I'm like, who's here? He's like, Candace. Like, great, take a
Yeah.
And by the time I got out here, they were already left. I said, what did she say to you? What did they say to you? Did they threaten you? He goes, no, Mom, it's good. He goes, all they did was ask me what I told the TBI because they said that I could tell them because they're the ones that sent me here. I said, first of all, I don't think they're the ones that sent them here. I said, you're on YouTube in a TikTok video. It was a matter of time before they came and got you because I was going to call them myself and tell, hey, look, my son was with them that day. Like, he's the one that's in the TikTok video because everyone's questioning, who's this boy that's in the TikTok video?
And they probably did threaten him because they threatened. We had an incident. I had an incident with
Have you
him.
guys thought about getting him into a psychiatrist? Just to
You had an incident with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's
And
getting the help
CPS
now.
came and they came down to
Yeah.
interrogate
I
my
just-
granddaughter.
I really would like to
Matter
say
of
to
fact,
them, but
Candace's
from
mother
the beginning,
wanted to take my
you know,
oldest
if
granddaughter
something's on
outside.
your mind,
My
please
oldest
tell
granddaughter
them.
flipped
They
her
can
wig
help-
and
they can help you sort
slammed
it
the
out.
door, cussed her out.
Candace's
You have to tell them because
mother.
they're gonna
Mother.
tell you.
And Candace, and she ran off, and she goes, well, your granddaughter ran off. And I said,
I'm here.
she's fine. And she'll come back. I said, what'd you say to her? Well, she goes, I just said that, asked her what she said. I asked her what she said to CPS. I said, what do you mean? If you got nothing to hide. This is before even Summer came up missing. This had to deal with giving kids weed. Because a phone call came in from CPS saying that I was giving the kids weed. My grandkids said, no, it wasn't me, it was Candus.
Well, they don't put no.
And so she came down to
Like, I think about that little girl every day.
threaten my granddaughter.
Like, I put myself.
No, I get it.
So now,
I don't blame you.
and then when they did this with her, before Summer even came up missing, I was really mad. Now I'm really.
We've been going to restaurants. Everywhere we went, in City Hall, we went to police, everywhere. We were so happy too. And we thanked people for having it up. We were so appreciative. But the only time we were denied any sort of access was at the church.
Right at the church.
They saw us and then they.
What was spots that Don Wells and Candus would frequent down here, like places?
Warriors Park.
Yeah.
We
That
went
was a
down
big
there, had a
And then
hangout.
there's another one, Laurel Run. But they never really finished that one.
No, it was
And
always.
there's trails up in there.
Is there a story behind Sonic? Because someone keeps telling me to check out a person that works at Sonic.
Nope.
No, okay. I don't know anything about
I don't know
that.
anybody.
Were you surprised when you found out they didn't go fishing?
Yeah, it's like, well, what'd you guys do? Oh, we went swimming.
So it went from fishing to swimming.
Yeah. Because I guess her daughter wanted to go swimming because it was hot out.
She loved the water.
She was a water guppy.
And right where they usually went fishing is right where the kids would go swimming. Like, so they go swimming in this part, and then you walk around the bank, and then you go forward down a little bit, and that's where Candus.
When we went swimming with them one time, I didn't go in the water, but I taught my grandkids how to swim and tread water if they ever got out where it was too deep. This little girl went out deep, and I said, Candus, she's gonna go down the river in the current. Oh no, she's okay.
She's coming right out. I'm coming back out.
You're gonna okay.
All right, I'll be right back. I gotta hold my hands. My hands are cold. My hand.